Lab space that was once in high demand is now facing a stark reality, a surplus of empty biotech labs. The post-pandemic slowdown has led to a sharp decline in construction, leaving building owners scrambling to fill the void. We'll take a closer look at the oversupply crisis and what it means for the future of life sciences in America. As we dive into the post-pandemic slowdown in biotech lab construction, it's clear that the industry is facing a significant challenge. The slowdown is attributed to a combination of economic factors, shifts in investment priorities, and a decrease in demand for lab space. This has led to an oversupply of lab space, with record-high vacancies and negative net absorption in top life sciences markets, such as Boston, Cambridge, San Francisco Bay Area, and San Diego. This oversupply of lab space has significant implications for investors. With a surplus of available lab space, building owners and developers are facing increased competition for tenants, which can drive down rental income and make it more challenging to secure financing. Additionally, the oversupply of lab space can lead to a decrease in property values, making it more difficult for investors to recoup their investments. I believe that investors should be cautious when considering investments in biotech lab construction. While the long-term potential for growth in the life sciences industry is significant, the current oversupply of lab space and decreased demand for space make it a challenging time to invest. However, for those who are willing to take on the risk, there may be opportunities to purchase lab space at discounted prices or to invest in companies that are developing innovative solutions to address the oversupply of lab space. Moving on to the rise in construction costs, it's clear that the industry is facing significant challenges. The costs of materials, labor, and equipment have increased significantly, making it more expensive to build and maintain lab space. This has led to a rise in tenant improvement allowances, which can be a significant burden for building owners and developers. For investors, the rise in construction costs is a major concern. With increased costs, building owners and developers may struggle to maintain profitability, which can lead to decreased rental income and reduced property values. Additionally, the increased costs of construction can make it more challenging for investors to recoup their investments. However, I believe that investors should also consider the potential opportunities presented by the rise in construction costs. For example, companies that specialize in developing innovative construction materials or equipment may see significant growth in demand. Additionally, investors who are willing to take on the risk may be able to purchase lab space at discounted prices or to invest in companies that are developing solutions to address the increased costs of construction. The shift in lab space use is another significant trend in the life sciences industry. With the decline in lab space conversions, building owners and developers are facing increased competition for tenants, which can drive down rental income and make it more challenging to secure financing. Additionally, the shift in lab space use can lead to a decrease in property values, making it more difficult for investors to recoup their investments. I believe that investors should be cautious when considering investments in biotech lab construction. While the long-term potential for growth in the life sciences industry is significant, the current shift in lab space use and decreased demand for space make it a challenging time to invest. However, for those who are willing to take on the risk, there may be opportunities to purchase lab space at discounted prices or to invest in companies that are developing innovative solutions to address the shift in lab space use. Value-based care and medtech innovation are significant trends in the life sciences industry. With the focus on personalized, proactive, and effective care, companies are developing innovative solutions to address the needs of patients. This includes devices that enhance precision and efficiency, advanced diagnostic tools powered by AI and ML, wearable devices and remote monitoring systems, and integrated health information systems. For investors, the trend towards value-based care and medtech innovation presents significant opportunities. Companies that are developing innovative solutions to address the needs of patients may see significant growth in demand, and investors who are willing to take on the risk may be able to purchase these companies at discounted prices or to invest in companies that are developing solutions to address the needs of patients. The clean tech industry is another significant trend in the life sciences industry. With the focus on renewable energy integration and mass production of clean energy, companies are developing innovative solutions to address the needs of the environment. This includes low-carbon construction and alternative mobility solutions, carbon capture, utilization, and storage, CCUS, and advancements in direct lithium extraction, advanced material refining, and critical materials recovery. For investors, the trend towards clean tech presents significant opportunities. Companies that are developing innovative solutions to address the needs of the environment may see significant growth in demand, and investors who are willing to take on the risk may be able to purchase these companies at discounted prices or to invest in companies that are developing solutions to address the needs of the environment. In conclusion, the life sciences industry is facing significant challenges, including a post-pandemic slowdown in biotech lab construction, a rise in construction costs, and a shift in lab space use. However, these challenges also present significant opportunities for investors who are willing to take on the risk. With the trend towards value-based care and medtech innovation, companies are developing innovative solutions to address the needs of patients. And with the trend towards clean tech, companies are developing innovative solutions to address the needs of the environment. As we conclude our analysis of the post-pandemic slowdown in biotech lab construction, the rise in construction costs, and the shift in lab space use, it's clear that the life sciences industry is facing significant challenges. However, these challenges also present significant opportunities for investors who are willing to take on the risk. Looking ahead, I believe that the industry will continue to evolve and adapt to the changing landscape. With the trend towards value-based care and medtech innovation, companies will continue to develop innovative solutions to address the needs of patients. And with the trend towards clean tech, companies will continue to develop innovative solutions to address the needs of the environment. For investors, this means that there will be opportunities to invest in companies that are developing innovative solutions to address the needs of patients and the environment. However, it also means that investors will need to be cautious and do their due diligence to ensure that they are investing in companies that have a strong track record and a clear vision for the future. In conclusion, the life sciences industry is facing significant challenges, but these challenges also present significant opportunities for investors who are willing to take on the risk. As we continue to monitor the industry and provide updates on the latest trends and developments, I encourage our listeners to stay informed and to consider the opportunities and challenges that lie ahead. Thank you for joining us on this episode of NewsPod BioTech from Big Blue Ceiling. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. And if you'd like to learn more about the life sciences industry and the latest trends and developments, be sure to subscribe to our podcast and follow us on social media. Until next time, I'm your host, and I'll see you on the next episode of NewsPod BioTech from Big Blue Ceiling.